Mr. Ron. So I'm sitting here at the Brook area in the downtown Leominster area. I'm out doing a morning walk, and it's going good. Today marks the end of the 4-year journey on low-carb keto. Started my weight loss journey officially on August 17th. Posted my first video on 2020, August 17th, 2020. Posted my first video on September 1st, 2020. I'm still down over 100 pounds from January 2020 to now, and from 2020 it's August 17th, I'm down to 70 pounds of weight loss. So 70 pounds of weight loss in the 4-year period, going on the 5th year, I think it's fantastic. I've been struggling to stay afloat on everything right now. The economy is really bad. I'm running out of cash at the end of the month, and I can't sustain a sustainable weight loss program to where I can, afford to buy what I need to buy. So, I'm looking for a job. I hope something breaks for me pretty soon. And I'm going to be going live tomorrow night, I believe, around 7 o'clock, I think, for a little while, maybe 6, and just talk a lot of different things in the apartment complex. Now, today I'm out for a 4-mile walk. I'm currently at the 2-mile marker, and feel pretty good. We did the charity last night, bingo. Donna didn't win anything. She had an outstanding crowd. The $3,000 game went. There was one winner that got it, and we had a good night there. And today's kind of an overcast day. It's nice and cool right now, so it's a good good day for me to go walking. The cat update. Yeah, I put that up there for a thumbnail just because I didn't have one made up. So, he's doing fine. And my wife is doing much better. She only had 2 doctor appointments this month. One more coming up, not this Monday, but the following Monday. And I got an appointment this week, and we only had 3 appointments this month. So that part of it's good. And so I wanted to talk about Thursday. Thursday went. Thursday morning, I was supposed to go to a funeral at 10 o'clock. I get a car, started up, and it's a couple of towns over. So anyways, driving the car, everything's fine. I was coming around a curb, and I must have hit a nail or something, because I felt the front tire going flat. And then it was pulling off to the right a little bit. And then it hit the side of the curb, and then it took out the rest of the tire that went flat, and it also took out the back tire, and it hit both rims. And hi, can I ask you a question? Sure. What's up? And hi, Lily. So I had 2 flat tires yesterday, and I didn't know the second one was flat right away. And I pulled over to the side of the curb on the side street. Called AAA up. They came down and replaced the donut. It took off down the road a little bit, and then the other tire went flat. So now I got a flat tire in the back, a donut on the front, no other tire. So I called AAA back up, and they came down with a tow. And then they towed me into the city that I, 3 towns over. The whole thing charged me $25 for AAA, which I thought that was really good. And then also what happened, I had to go get 2 brand new tires, so that cost me $600 between that, the front end alignment, and the tow service. So now I got another bill I can't afford to pay, but I'm going to pay it anyways, because if you don't pay it within 90 days, you're going to have to pay a huge amount of interest. So, I'm going to pay $300 this coming month. I'll pay $300 the following month. It'll be paid, but and then I wasn't even able to make the funeral there. The one that passed away, she was 92 years old. She went to my wedding when Donna and I got married back in the 80s. Yeah, I've been together with Donna for 43 years, and what else happened? I felt bad. What's you gonna do? My sister came over. She picked me up and brought me back home, and went to the gas station, the service station, until I got my tires replaced, and that took a little bit, and. So I went back home yesterday afternoon and I laid back down and I fell asleep, and then I woke back up on the other side of the bed. It goes, let's hope I never have that kind of a day again, guys. It was terrible. It was slowly punctured, so bought it early. I run. I had a flat tire yesterday, and some idiot smashed it. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey bro, what's up? If you put your Vimo in chat, we'll help you out. I actually don't have a Vimo. I have a Cash App. So like if you on my top part of the page, before you click on any of my videos, this is a thing for an extra link, and I got a Cash App there. And when it was my birthday, like August 1st, somebody donated me like $20, and I thought that was pretty cool. And the other day, I was getting some coffee, and I used it to pay coffee and stuff like that, because I do got a Cash App Visa card. And so what a Cash App is, it allows people to give you funds. You can transfer funds in between your bank accounts and stuff like that. I already got all that stuff linked up. And so I'm still looking for a job. I had one place call me up this past week. She wanted to hire me. She said, Ron, have you ever done extruding? And I said, yes, I have. And she said, well, the job's in the city where you live. And I said, okay. And then she said, well, how much are you willing to work for? And I said, well, I'm not working less than minimum wage, not for extruding. And so when she told me what the name of the place was, I said, yeah, I worked there before. And they said, how come you didn't put it down in your resume? I said, because I didn't think it was irrelevant, because I only worked there 6 months through a contract assignment, and then they didn't, I decided to leave after that. She said, well, why did you leave? Because at that time there were 12-hour shifts, and you had to work 12 hours 6 days a week. I don't want to work 12 hours 6 days a week. I'm really looking for a part-time job, but she said that, I'm thinking it's an 8-hour shift. I might still call them back up again, but if you know what extruding is, they make little plastic pellets for like, anything that runs off of plastic. So you got powder that goes into a machine, a hopper. It melts the extruding right onto a conveyor belt, and then it goes through a wheel press, and then it flattens it out, and then it goes through a grinding process where it chops it up into little pellets. And then from that process, it goes into a gaylord, into a plastic bag, and then you have on a skid, and you got to set the skid up with the gaylord with a plastic bag. And when that's full, you take it out with the forklift, and you're running the whole basically machine between 1 and 2 people that are watching it in case it breaks down. You got to shut it down, and the heat in the air kicks off. It could be 120 degrees. I'm not kidding you. And you wear these cotton gloves, and you go through about 2 or 3 pairs of cotton gloves, and 2 or 3 cotton pairs of gloves on an 8-hour shift. You got to use kind of like a paring knife there, so when it's going around this rolling press, you got to keep it even, and so it doesn't roll off the press. And then like on a Sunday morning when you're getting ready to go home, you shut everything down about 6:30, and then you clean up your machine, clean it all out, and get it ready for the next day. But I hated that job with a passion, and then I've been applying for all these retail jobs, and nobody's calling me up. I did get an email from Kohl's this morning. They're still looking at my application, and that sort of thing. I had a job earlier this past month there in July, but I couldn't do it after 3 days. It was too much heavy lifting for me. Basically, it was a paint delivering company where they made paint for automobile dealerships that needed, like auto body shop repair. And we had to mix and match the paint colors, and you had to do 5-gallon paints, 55-gallon paint drums, and gallon paints, and sometimes quarts. And I had to pick the order, and then load up your vehicle, and then we're driving 40, 50 miles away from the city all day long. And if you make a mistake, give somebody the wrong paint, you have to, make a return trip and correct it. And it was just too much for me to handle. I mean, you're taking a 55-gallon drum and you're rolling it onto the truck with a hydraulic lift, and then of course the 5-gallon buckets here, those weighed about 45 pounds, and you're doing like 3 or 4 of them, and then all the other stuff you have on your separating orders into boxes, and then you have to go make the deliveries and make sure they check it off when you get to the place, and then you check it off again, and it was that sort of thing. And it goes, oh my God, I couldn't do it. The day that I did that, the first day wasn't too bad. The second day was okay, but then the third day, we actually did all the driving, and I said, no, I can't be doing that at my current age. So I left that job. And I felt bad because it would have been perfect for me, but it just wasn't for me meant to be. So what's going on in our city today? They got what's something called a Beer Fest, and what that is um, they you pay one price to get in. Okay, they shut down the Main Street area. They've already got it closed off because that starts at 5 o'clock, and they got all kinds of different, maybe about 40 or 50 different kinds of beers and tents set up. The different vendors in the area that do that, and you pay like a cover charge to get in. Now, last year somebody told me that you paid you paid the cover charge to get in, and then you had to pay separate for each individual beer that you wanted to drink. And the first year that Donna and I did it, it was $50 a flat rate for two of us. $50 for her, $50 for me. It included the food that was in there, and it included all the beer that you wanted to drink. But you got these little shot glasses, and her and I don't drink, and my old man used to drink. My father used to beat the crap out of me and my sisters when we were kids, so I never touched the stuff, and to this day I don't even like beer. I don't even know why I bought that and tried it, but I wanted to try it, and so I'm not going to go tonight because that doesn't really interest me. But the ones that do go, yeah. And then my friend told me, well, last year you had to buy your drinks, and he thought it was very pricey when you could just go to your local, if you belong to a local social club, you could just go there and have a couple of beers and go home. Or you could just buy a 6-pack and enjoy it at your house and watch your favorite movie or sporting event. But that doesn't really interest me. Now, tomorrow we have a place in our adjacent city called Cogswell Park. They got a nice gazebo in the area, and you can sit down in the gazebo. And I'm going to be going down there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They got a band called Neurotic Gumbo playing. It's a local band. They play a lot of 60s, 70s, and 80s music. They have about a 15-piece orchestra band, and they're well known in our particular area. And my sister's coming down from Boston to watch that. And but I'm going to go down and see it anyways with Donna. The weather's supposed to be fantastic tomorrow, and but I've been doing an awful lot of walking this week, guys. I got 45 miles of walking in so far. No agenda to how many miles I want to get. The point of it is just to get out there and move. And when I go walking, it gets rid of all my negativity and everything. And so what do we got coming up for this coming year, for the new year, for the weight loss? Well, I'm going to be doing like an egg fast for a few days, starting in September. And because I'll be getting my check out in September. And hey, good morning. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 people walking by with a green shirt on, and they all got something on their shirt. So I'm thinking they're part of a club. I know they're Spanish. I think they're going down to the Spanish club or something like that, because they got something going on down there today. In our city there, we always got something going on. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to go down there and see that. And that band comes here again in our city in September 15th. And they play over there at one of the local clubs. And then on the September 15th next year, they have the Johnny, you guys might be familiar, heard the name Johnny Appleseed. Well, he was born here in our city. Well, this year we got a 250th parade. It's the anniversary for 250 years to celebrate his birth in Leominster. And they have the Johnny Appleseed Festival on the 15th. And then they have about 300 vendors already set up that'll be setting up, and they close down about a half a dozen streets, and that event starts at 8 in the morning and it goes on to about 9 at night. Sunday, and this is rain or shine, it don't matter both days. That Sunday, they're going to have a huge celebration parade. I'm not going to be part of the parade. I don't want to be part of the parade, but I am going to film it for you guys. And then when I dropped off the video that I filmed on Tuesday night, the director was telling me they got a black tie event at the library. I don't care about the black tie. There ain't no way in heck you're going to ever see me wearing a black tie. The only time I ever got one of those on when I got married. And yeah, I don't do black ties. I don't do ties, period. But I could put a tie on, but it bothers me when I put a tie on. That's why I don't do ties. But going forward in September 1st, what's killing me right now is the economy, and I can't keep up with the price of inflation in foods. So I have to budget non-weight loss foods according to what Donna and I both like, and it's blowing out my weight. But I still managed to maintain over 100 pounds of weight loss, so I think that's fantastic. I've been really stretched out with that car the other day. Oh, and then yesterday I got a text from the bank that I do business with. She said that effective in August, that something about that, in other words, if you guys wrote me out a check, that they're going to hold it back for 5 to 10 days before they're going to release the funding. And I thought maybe it was going to be that on all of them, like Social Security, my pension, and everything. And I'm panicking. And now I got to get a hold of my current office where I do the business with, where I pay my rent check, that I've been living there for 6 years now. And instead of taking it out on the first of the month, I got to push it out on the 10th of the month. If they even will do that. So then I got a second message from the credit union, and they told me that the retirement checks, Social Security checks, and your pension is not going to be affected. So that was like a big sigh of relief, because that's all I could think of. Like, well, geez, now what am I going to do for the rent? And it's like, oh my gosh, So these are some of the things that I'm just dealing with. Now tomorrow night, I'm going to be going live tomorrow night, guys, around 6 or 7 o'clock. And I'm probably going to cook you guys up something for low-carb weight loss. I've been wanting to do another peach cobbler. And hey, Tamika. I've been wanting to do another peach cobbler. And now that speaking of peaches and cobbler, but I went down to the local apple orchard yesterday. And the night before, we got a lot of heavy rain. My feet were totally soaking wet by the time I got through the orchard. But the apples don't look that good this year. I bit into one apple, and it was really sour. And they had a lot of burnt marks on a lot of the apples, so they're not going to get a good apple crop this year. And I just kind of like went up and around the apple orchard. I did 4.5 miles of walking yesterday. I thought that was fantastic. And so I went a couple of different places, and on Friday night at the charity, I usually get about 2.5 to 3 miles of walking right there. And I felt really good. So when I got home last night, I slept really, really good. And so I'm just about getting ready to head out of here and go home, and going to have something to eat. And I'm going to probably go out for another walk this afternoon and try to get another 2 miles of walking in. But I absolutely love helping you guys out. And and I haven't posted any Shapple's recipes in a while, because I kind of been running out of eggs here and there. I'm going to probably see about going back to doing 1 or 2 of those a week, and starting next week. And because I still got that book that's 800 recipes, and I've only made about 40 of them. And I've always got cheese, and I've always got eggs in the house. Most of the time. I did run out of eggs this past month, and I had to wait till I got my check before I could get some more. But yeah, and the other thing about the whole thing is we're retired, okay? And we have something what's called, the most probably states, they have a SNAP program. It's called SNAP, where you could get help for food stamps and food to help pay for your groceries, especially seniors. Well, I make just over the threshold to qualify. And it's a shame, because they let all these people come in the country, and they get free everything right off the start, and they get free cash every month, when it took me years to get my Social Security retirement when I was signing up for disability. It's not right, But, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it right now, and I'm just dealing with it like everybody else is. But, thank you guys and gals for all coming along, and I just wanted to see if there was any other questions. Hi, sweet. How you doing this morning? And, yes, but I'm just having a really, really good day. I'm having a good week and everything like that as far as my weight goes, but it just, I had a really rough spell this week with the car and the tires, and of course, last month it was the computer. This month it was the tires. Wonder what? Oh yeah, not only that, the tires, the bill I got from the city for $200-something for Donna. Just think about $900 in bills. Oh yeah, then one more thing. Then I'm getting ready to switch off from Comcast. I went to T-Mobile. I called up Verizon Files, and there's no difference in the pricing. It was only $20 less than what I'm paying now, so that's not going to help me and Donna. So I got a hold of T-Mobile, and I went to T-Mobile because it was only $60 just for the internet. That's all I'm getting is the internet. Because I already get Hulu Live, I get Paramount Plus, and you get all the other apps that come with the smart TVs. And And that's the way I'm going to get on my programming. Because if I need to get my local channels, I'll just get an adjacent antenna for that. And but that's the way I'm going with my cable bill, because I was between that and my phone, I was paying over $400 a month, and I go, that's crazy, you know. So yeah, and then Xfinity, they want me to get a new phone. I goes, why should I get a new phone? I just paid off this phone here like a few months ago, and my phone bill is only $50 a month. You know, I get unlimited internet access. You know, but I just I can't see. I don't want to make any more bills right now. I'm having a, you know, we're struggling. We're doing okay, but I mean, every time I get a bill like the carpet, the tires, it adds on another monthly charge that I could be using that towards something else. You know, that's what I was getting at. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get walking, finish up my walk, go home, have a bite to eat, and I'm gonna go down probably to the Doyle Estate later and do my week 205. I believe it's either 205 or 206 update from there. Edit it and get it up on the channel, and then Sunday night we'll come back on live. Tamika, if you're interested, I'm still thinking about doing the words on stream. Pick up another extra day that Anne Marie used to do, and we'll figure it out as we go together. But the only thing with the words on stream, on my keyboard on my computer, it will not let me type it. So I think she's been using her mobile phone or the iPad to type in the words, and then you switch it off. Anyways, I got an idea how to do that, but it's a little chore involved, but we'll see how it happens. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see about, probably be watching for live video Sunday night. It'll either be around 6 or 7 o'clock, somewhere around that time. But I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day, and have a great afternoon, and enjoy your day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, if anybody hasn't told you this, I love you, God love you, loves you. Have an amazing day.